One night of drinking turns into a blur of a week. You spend your time on the Shrouded Isles partying with the various spirit folk. Turns out the ageless and the wise really enjoy drinking stuff, and as the stock of fog apple extract quickly died out, they turned to more, vile substances. You only recently escaped the bender, realizing in your moment of clarity that about 5 or 6 days had passed. Thog had spent every single night out on the beach, desperately lighting fires, waving clothing, trying to flag down the nearest ship. And now, on the 6th day, finally, a ship has spotted you, and you're set to make back for the mainland.
I step away from Gregor. That was the best 5 days I've ever had.
It was nice getting to spend time with you guys.
Marcus puts a hand to his stomach. How are you guys, standing?
Well, Gregor doesn't drink. I don't get drunk. Thog is a party pooper.
6 days. No sleep.
I turn to Thog. How do they pickle the grass?
No sleep. Thog twitches, eyes kind of wide.
You guys should be nicer to your bodies.
My eyes go to the gun at his hip.
Days. Sleep. Go now.
I'm just gonna mage hand that pistol out of his holster.
No. I grab Marcus. No, let sleeping dogs lie. Let sleeping dogs lie.
But this sleeping dog has a gun!
Yes, and if we go along with the dog wielding...
The problem is the dog hasn't slept. I'm gonna make him a nice bed.
Yes, but the dog isn't...
Guys, the boat's on the shore. I don't know where you're going. We're going to leave soon. Finally, forever.
Okay.
Just gonna go back to town, go our separate ways, and we never have to speak of this again.
What town?
We're leaving, okay?
Alright, you know what, Thog, could you meet us at the boat?
No.
I'd kind of like to say... Why?
Because I don't trust you to actually get on the boat.
Fine, you know what, just take a seat at the table. I want to say some goodbyes.
Oh, I thought we were doing it at the table.
No, that's Thog's timeout table. But don't let him
What if
hear
we need to say goodbye to
that.
Thog?
Thog's coming with us.
Oh, good.
Just as far as trust, then we're splitting up.
Is that like a saying or something?
No, that's an actual physical place. The Alarani have a great sense of humor. They called the island of corruption and, debauchery trust.
Wow, that's pretty hilarious, actually.
Yeah, I'm fucking laughing.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Khalil kind of edges into the conversation, raising her staff a little bit. Well, honestly, thank you, 3-4, for coming to this island. I wasn't quite sure what to think of you when you arrived, but I'm glad you've convinced me that humans can behave with some degree of civility.
We try.
Well, I mean...
We don't always succeed.
Yes, we do try. Don't be so high and mighty, Gregor. You weren't the one that didn't kill the Death God.
Anyway...
Keep reminding me.
So, I'd like to thank you 3, honestly. You're welcome here any time as a friend of the spirit folk. We're a wayward people. Those turned away by their lands, by their people, wind up here eventually. Perhaps you'd be interested in coming back and meeting some new deities that your people used to worship.
Would I ever?
I smile at Khalil. I would love that, actually. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up back here rather often.
And I have the feeling that I'll end up here sooner and more often.
And if those guys are gonna be here, so am I. Because we're stuck together like glue.
Unfortunately.
Can I contact you through any lantern? Anywhere? Ever?
No. That would be, that would far overestimate my power. She laughs.
Nonsense!
I'm unfortunately only the god of light and fire for this area. Were I to step out and expand my territories, well, I'd go to war with gods of light and fire all over the world. I'll just happily stick to my own little corner of the...
Oh, that sounds like fun, though.
Oh, please don't give him
Sure
any
you don't want
ideas,
to
Khalil.
If you feel like that at any point, you get in touch with me. You can reach me at this address or this address. Where can I send letters to you?
She kind of tilts her head. Well, Human Post doesn't travel here. You're the God Slayer. You have the magic. Perhaps you could figure something out.
Ha, I'll get some birds to do it.
I have a question, Kilo.
Yes?
How many other death gods are there?
Well, we spirit folk are we're a private lot. Publicly I know of about 5 or 6 of them, the ones who make their presence incredibly known in their home nations. Oleron has its own god of death, and, well, he's not particularly pleasant. Most of the spirit folk around here were actually sort of warded off by him. He didn't want anyone else within his territory. No spirit folk, no nothing. Only his own power and influence.
So Oleron is a land of death.
Death amongst other things. There were gods he couldn't turn away, of course.
Like greed? Distrust?
You're beginning to understand. She rubs the back of her head.
Oh, well, Killil, it was truly a pleasure, and I very much appreciate your offer of hospitality. I hope to take you up on it sooner rather than later. I kind of extend a hand.
She shakes it. It's mildly warm to the touch.
I shake my hand. Kind of peer around her. What is Kier doing?
Kier's doing a lot of stuff. Kier's wandering around behind this whole scene, kicking stuff like flowers, rocks, just generally throwing a temper tantrum.
We'll get to that. That. Orion, you have been a giant flaming...
Yes, and you have been one to me as well. Perhaps having flesh wouldn't be so bad. Something to, walk around in, slip into every few days.
Hey, maybe we can trade sometime. You can reach me at this address and this address, and where can I send mail to you?
Oh, for me, all you need to do is whisper to a bird.
Huh, I'm good at that.
Every word he says causes my hair to stand on end. Orion is a bad idea.
Really? Orion's a bad idea.
He's made of fire and talks to Marcus.
I look at the thing that's made of death. Talks to no one. Well, don't. You've been adorable. I pick her up and squeeze her tight.
Adorable and incredibly strong.
That's right.
Okay, pass the pig.
I'll
pass Marcus the pigskin.
I give it a big ol' hug.
Don't belittle my magic.
I'm still surprised you weren't a cat.
It emits an ear-shattering screech. It's pleasant.
Almost like my fife.
I pat Don't on the head as Marcus holds her. You were not terrible to know.
Fucking group pats are distributed.
I kneel down to face Charoth, kind of shooing Don't away. Could you go away, please?
I got it. We frolic.
Thanks. I ruffle Charoth's hair. I'm gonna be heading out now, but I'll be back. You're gonna need to be tough, alright? You're gonna need to be content in yourself. People may go, people may come, but you'll always have your memories of them. You think you'll be able to make it on your own?
It stares at you.
It's about as much as I expected to get out of you.
That's a yes stare.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yep.
You're a good kid, Charoth. You're a good kid. I give him a hug.
Charoth?
I glare at Gregor as he approaches.
I'll be back too.
Haha. Great. Yes, I'm sure you will. Little man, it's been a pleasure. I hold out my fist. Okay, you can take it or leave it. Anyway, you be good. I step over to the last of these two people and nod respectfully at them. Miss Doe, Miss Bird, it has been a pleasure.
They nod back.
I wave at them.
So, Kier, you coming?
Wait, Kier's coming with us?
I'm coming with you?
Of course.
Was he not? Did you think he wasn't coming with us? Did you think you weren't coming with us?
I thought he was gonna stay here.
Why would I stay here?
Why would he stay here? It smells here.
Because it's his home.
Home is what you make of it, and I want to make this place a steaming crater.
Home is where the heart is.
What?
And Peter has a whole bunch of those. Wait a minute, steaming crater.
Hold on.
What? Killil takes a step forward. I would recommend leaving, him with us. Why he survived the massacre of Grius, we still don't fully understand. That was a purge of all humanity on the island. This child, though he may appear erratic, has something larger.
Hey, Kier's not a child.
He's like
I'm not a
30
child.
something, isn't he?
Our
29?
30-somethings children were treating Charoth like he's a kid, and he's like, what? I don't know, 500?
Yeah, because he
You're
has
trying
an
to whisper.
adjusted lifespan.
Oh, yeah, like that's an excuse. I have
Nope.
backaches.
So, you probably did it to yourself.
Yeah, I definitely did it to myself. Regardless, he points at Killel. Yeah, I got some greater destiny. That destiny is to see the world and leave my mark on it. A giant burning brand that will never heal.
And probably spells out your name.
Yeah,
Kier,
definitely. Oh, yeah.
Kier, buddy, you got some shrapnel back here.
Okay, yes.
Uh-huh.
I was packing that for the road on the off chance you decided to bring me along. I thought you were leaving me here.
I'm kind of surprised, Killil, that you want Kier to stick around.
I must admit, I am too. I kind of assumed that it would be a very tense situation in which all of you are eager to get rid of him, and Kier either refuses to leave, Thog threatens him to stay, or something along those lines.
Ridiculous. Kier, pack your bags.
Understand that Kier is no threat to me or this island. He's little more than an annoyance, destroying my library, most of my town. She begins to breathe more heavily. Actually, now that I think about it, perhaps seeing him to his full potential isn't exactly worth it. Maybe you should just take him.
Well, alright, Kier, you're pretty fun to be around. Believe it or not, I trust.
He laughs in Charlott's face. Ha! I'm getting taken and you aren't. Eat that, loser. He walks away.
I just stand there, aghast.
I walk slowly past Charoth, putting my hand out for a high five.
Okay, Marcus, not the time.
You sure?
Yes.
I think he's going for it.
No, he's not. He's just gonna poke you with his stick.
He doesn't even do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get back to it.
Boat. Leaving.
Alright, Thog. Don't get your briefs in a bunch.
I go and wake up Thog as he slumps over on the table. Come on, boat's here. Kier's coming. Let's go.
Kier's what? Who?
You're
know.
hallucinating. It's the lack of sleep. Let's go.
Okay.
I pull a bangle from my pack, and hand it to Charoth. Here you go. Something to remember me by.
Ash, you've had like 3 chances to be sentimental. Come on.
He puts it on his head.
That works for me. I leave, and as I'm passing Killil, if you see Gregor come back without me, don't ever let him near Charoth.
He's right there.
I glare at Gregor.
Gregor is staring straight at you.
I shrug.
Okay.
Let me come near Charoth all the time.
You can
I
bring
rush back
Kier
to kill
along.
him. Hey, you should probably teach Charoth how to high five while we're gone. Anyway, I'll see you later. I give Killel a peck on the cheek and turn around, speeding away.
Thug continues to mumble.
I frown.
You can bring Kier along, but you can't bring that loud guy. Motherfucker set me on fire.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Who, Orion?
Yeah, Orion.
To the boat!
You wander towards the boat. You return to the beach. You pass Dawn's house. So many fond memories. Making her run into a wall. Making her think she was a cat. You know, good times. You return to the beach. Kira's asking you many, many questions about the outside world. All of which are pretty pointless. You see a small dinghy, anchored at the shoreline. Off in the distance, a ship waits for you.
I finish answering Kier's questions. Yes, no, maybe, and it's made from milk.
No way!
No,
Okay.
seriously, it's made from milk.
That is news to me.
Are you serious? That's ridiculous.
Where did you think it came from?
I don't know where I thought it came from, alright? It just seems like a stretch of the imagination that it comes from milk.
I place a hand on the
Lots of things
rear
come
of
from
this
milk.
boat. Fine seafaring vessel if I've ever seen one.
Oh, yes,
look
sir,
at the-
Marcus, sir.
I look at the boarded over holes in it.
Are you prepared to leave?
Well, we're not in the boat yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
my mistake. He looks at the boat. Are you prepared to leave?
We're still
Yeah.
not in the boat.
We're ready to leave.
But we're not ready yet. Not ready yet.
Somebody switch seats with Gregor.
Oh, we gotta get cozy.
Here?
No.
No, fine. Kier, you stand there.
I got middle seat.
Alright.
Thog stares at the man. Looks like this boat only seats 5.
We'll come back for you, Thog.
Thug glares at you.
Alright, fine.
You got a license to pilot this thing? The nationalist stares at him. Because
why don't we-
I do.
Why don't we just... Here, get out. We'll come back for you.
As Ash walks past, I mutter, "He has a gun, Ash."
Yeah, I said, I know. That's why I wanted to stop him from shooting the guy.
You all pile into the rowboat and return to the ship.
It dawns on me as we approach the ship. We're not coming back for him, are we?
Coming back for who?
You begin the 3-day voyage to the island of Trust. Surrounded
3
on
days?
Yeah. Surrounded on all sides by, Alarani thugs. You'll learn a myriad of new and exciting curse words, most of which you just wouldn't expect a human being that calls himself, like, fully fucking grown adult to use. Finally, your days of rest aboard the ship come to an end. Thog appears to be in some sort of horrifying coma. An incredible hangover brought on by a full week of continued stress and being on Kier fire. You hop in a dinghy and prepare to disembark.
You call this a dinghy? But
Finally.
look at the quality of this wood. It's pathetic.
It is really just awful.
Thog appears to be seasick at the front of the boat. He reluctantly climbs out. Oh, how is this? Nearly over. It's nearly over.
Do you get seasick, Thog?
I get people sick, Ash.
You were sitting pretty close to Marcus.
Yeah, you didn't eat a lot.
The second, Thog whirls and stares at you with bloodshot eyes. The
Marcus's
second,
eyes widen and go to the gun at his belt.
No, all we need to do is we just go our separate ways and this will all be over.
Which way are you going?
So can we see your house?
Yeah,
All be over. He continues mumbling to himself and wandering forward.
Marcus, maybe it isn't such a good idea to follow Thog to a secluded location. So,
Are you telling me that you don't want to see his bachelor pad?
I mean, granted, I do want to see his bachelor pad, but I also don't want to give him any chances.
Look, all I'm saying is that
Chances to what?
if we go to his house, there's probably a lot more guns there, so we can arm ourselves and be on the same level as him.
I
Right?
You don't need guns
No.
to fight guns.
What do you need, Gregor?
Guns. I flex.
cover my face with my hand.
Kier claps you on the back. Of course! Thog turns looking at the archway. Nice arch.
So,
Looks familiar.
is this is trust, huh? I stare down at the soiled, torn red carpet.
Quite a nice archway. It looks like it's made out of soapstone. I run a finger across it. It is made of soap.
The landscape becomes progressively greener. Yeah, Trust is a pretty nice city. Nice city? It's a nice...
Is that a question?
Thug looks around. No.
What?
No.
What?
No, he grabs Ash by the shoulders. This
Look.
sickening green. Don't you recognize it?
Oh, God.
Look around. They brought us
Meadshire.
back
No.
to Meadshire.
Here?
Wait, I stare at the trees in the distance. Oh, God. They're made of metal.
Is it like horticulture? Do they take clippings of it and then just put it in the ground somewhere and it regrows?
I don't know. Wait, so, hold on.
My
I
eyes
thought,
hurt.
I thought Meadshire was destroyed.
Thug begins to hyperventilate. It's fine. They just brought me back. Just brought me back because I work in this shithole.
Wait, so is this the same Meadshire that we came from all those...
We gotta go check the jail.
Oh, Gregor,
Gregor,
there's
you're
not
not
a
gonna
copy
be
of you
there.
there. There's not a copy of you there.
There might be.
That
Magic
would be...
can do some pretty screwy things, Ash.
Hear that, Ash? There might be.
And if there isn't, we can put one there.
let's not... First,
I don't know what's going on. Kier looks around. Thug wanders forward. Okay, we'll just charter another ship for you guys off the island, and I'll settle back into my shit-ass job.
Wait.
It's fine.
are you seriously going to just go back
You
into the...
hear a cacophony of metal coming from the path you just took.
I
Sounds
turn
like
around,
the wind blowing
hand on
through
my
the
hilt.
leaves.
I take out my telescope and peer into the distance.
They're really big.
Dear God,
Oh my
everyone
God.
hit the deck!
Marcus, telescope down.
A very primly dressed woman stands at the head of a legion of soldiers. She stares up at you for a moment, appraising you through cold, lifeless eyes, much like Thog's. Thog's eyes, you swear, widen just a tiny little bit.
My eyes go to the gun at his hip.
As do mine.
Okay. Karen. The hell are you doing here? I thought you had 6 installations to run.
I stick out my hand. Marcus Valafi. It's a...
She shakes it. Yes, indeed. Did have 6 installations to run. I'm on tour in this one right now. Needed to make sure you made it back okay. You're fine, right? The slaves are fine too? She looks at the other 3. Oh, looks like you got another one. He looks big. That could be useful. She looks behind her at the array of Alarani. Yeah, at least twice the size of these guys. Good job, Thog. Excellent acquisition.
I glare at Thog.
Is she talking about us?
Yes.
Karen, that wasn't part of the deal. We made a contract. They're out of the contract. It's done. Oh, yes, your contract. Yes, your contract. Well, as your boss, I have right to sort of overbear any contracts that you have. I thought you knew that as an Alarani, Thog.
God, not the overbear.
The what? My mind conjures all sorts of horrifying images.
Don't tell me you're starting to grow a conscience now after all the things you did, you know. This is simply business, Thog.
That's your boss? Dog has a boss.
I push Gregor back into line.
And, yes, I'm really glad you're back. We need to get this event underway. New little situation we're going through here. It's a big promotion. It's Dragons vs. Elves, Thog, and, she reaches into her pocket producing 2 narrow strips of plastic. And, Thog, you're going to be an elf. The words hit Thog one by one. Sweat beads on his forehead, his eyes widen, his jaw drops. You are going to be an elf. He turns around.
Thog, I glance at the gun at his hip.
I glance at the gun at his hip.
So, do me a favor right now and reclaim the slaves that we have here. Get them in line. We'll put them in some attraction somewhere. They can be elves too.
Thog, we had a deal.
Dog, at least you don't have to be a dragon. That'd be hard because you have no wings.
He grabs Gregor by the collar, immediately dropping him. You 4? Listen to me. I'm only going to say this once. I'm going to ask you for the most difficult thing I've ever asked anyone in my entire life.
What?
I need you to trust me for the next few minutes at least.
You've
That's
always had my
Slowly
trust.
puts his obsidian 5 back into his bag.
Glance between Thog, Kier, the newcomer Karen.
Kier waves as you look at him.
Fine. For the next few minutes and no more.
Okay. Thog whirls, finally reaching for that gun at his hip, and shoots the man immediately to Karen's left.
My eyes go wide.
Marcus whips
He
out
hits-
his telescope and shoots an I-beam through it.
The guards immediately take cover, panicking. Okay, run.
Run!
What?
I go into full sprint. Jumping through the
Ram,
window
this
of
way.
his house.
I thought we were going our separate ways!
Welcome to meet Chef Thog.
Oh, flip the table!
Thog assists.
I deck the man as I jump out the window behind him.
Excuse me,
I
sir.
follow Ash and land in the sheep water.
Where in the hell are you guys going?
You said run! I'm running!
I climb
Okay.
aboard my trusty steed.
Marcus, get off the sheep!
Thug peeks at you out a window. Run and follow, how about? Try to put some thought into your
Move
goddamn running.
faster!
No, over here, you 3.
Fine!
I leap through the window on my trusty steed.
Marcus,
Fuck.
come on. Those hardly get 1 kph.
Hardly. He looks at a giant paper mache sheep in front of him. Okay, it should be around here somewhere.
I
Hey,
don't know
a
if we
sheep.
can all fit inside.
He
A
kicks
sheep.
the sheep over and begins futzing around on the floor. It's like paper. How can you not handle that? He He touches the surface of something. Okay, you guys are gonna go into the Undershire, where everything runs from.
Okay, and then what?
Why?
Quickest way through this place is through the Undershire. It's like a giant network of tunnels. All
Great.
the devices, everything, that's run from there. You go through there, you don't have to deal with guards. I know this place like the back of my hand, and I don't want to be sneaking around with you. He looks at Marcus, following on my trail.
Okay,
So
Thog,
you're-
I need you to promise me one thing. Promise me that we won't have to fight the Underbear.
Sure, you won't have to fight the Underbear. Why not? You're gonna need to know the password to get into this place, and it's very important that you remember it.
All right, fine.
I'm only gonna say this once.
Wait.
He leans
Can I
in.
borrow a piece of paper from someone?
You got paper.
Guys, we don't have the time for this.
Marcus
fine,
hands
fine,
you a
just
chunk
tell
of
it.
sheep.
Not on me.
Tell it.
I wear my underwear backwards. Briefs, not boxers. The trapdoor clicks open.
I scroll that on a chunk of the sheep behind me and then rip it off.
What was that, Thog?
You got that?
I got it, all right.
Oh, looks like you're gonna die if you don't remember that, okay? Should
All
you
right,
enjoy
fine.
that?
It's
Fine.
I wear my underwear backwards, briefs, not boxers.
And not all
Yeah,
of us
there you
need
go.
to
The
remember.
trapdoor
It's just
clicks
one
shut
of us,
again.
right?
Wait.
Fine. I wear my underwear backwards. Briefs, not boxers.
The trapdoor clicks open.
I throw it open and jump in. You better meet up with us, Thog.
Bye.
Bug jumps out the window. You enter the Undershire.
Okay, now, everyone, Marcus begins passing out tin cans filled with nickels. If we see the Underbear, you just shake these and let him know that we're there.
Is this... I don't know how much I believe you, but this is Meadshire.
Just
so...
take the can of nickels, Ash.
What's a nickel?
Really?